What's up, guys? How are you? I'm feeling a little better today. Probably have overdone it slightly this afternoon because insomnia was a thing last night. Got me. I was laying there just being angry at everything because just because I couldn't sleep. It was well after 4 a.m. when I finally, I think, drifted off to sleep. And it is bullshit, and I just want to say that it's bullshit. Before we get started tonight, I have had so many people reach out to me today. And people, some of these people I haven't talked to in months, right? Asking me what's going on. Why everything is weird. So we're going to talk about that first before we get into any astrology. We're going to talk about that first. But it has been weird. It has been super mega weird because I don't even know. We have, let's see, Mercury went into Pisces on the 6th. Last quarter moon was yesterday. Today, Venus enters Pisces. So if you're emotional, that's why. On the 13th, Saturn goes into Aries. That's why right there. And then the 17th, we have a new moon, solar eclipse in Aquarius. The 18th, the sun goes into Pisces. Then the 20th, Saturn is conjunct with Neptune. This is a lot. So I just want to talk about that for a little bit, for a minute first. And then I do have some astrology things to get to this evening. If you want to grab a report, then this is a time to do so. I do have timeline reports up. I have 2 different report styles up. And for those of you that got the 2026 year reports, you've already got these, okay? You've already got these for the year. But this is a timeline report of everything astrologically that will affect you. And it's done for your specific birth date, all of those things. There's also a solar return chart on there that's birthday to birthday. I can run it for any points. But yeah, those are on there if you guys want to order one of those. But I want to talk just for a minute about the weirdness that's going on. Because I am not one of those people that gets overly emotional about things in my life, right? Like at this point. Now, younger? Yup. Did I get emotional about shit? Yup. Was I a yeller? Yup. Could I throw things with the best of them? Yup. That was, right. I had the full-on redhead Irish temper, right? Just gonna own it. Didn't do a lot of fighting, though. But anyway, that's beside the point. Last night and today, this morning, I have been super emotional. I cried for an hour last night. For no reason. I mean, maybe it's just stress and, things like that. Or, being sick, not feeling good. I don't know. But I don't cry when I'm sick. I get mad when I'm sick, but I don't cry when I'm sick. So for me to sit and cry last night, and then this morning, I don't know. I needed emotional support. I had to call my best friend. Like, I needed emotional support. Like, what the fuck, right? And then every electronic thing that I have touched today has froze, and I've had to restart it. Every single fucking one. Right, I almost was late getting on this live stream because I had to restart my computer twice. I couldn't get any of my programs to come up, like nothing. And I don't know what's going on, but I have thought that my black cat was around my feet or under my feet several times today, and I'd look down and he wasn't there. He would literally be across the house asleep. So that's been a thing. But I have had so many people reach out to me today and say, what's going on? Like, why is everything weird? Just the air feels weird. They feel weird. They're emotional. They've got shit going. Like, so, interesting. So a lot of you guys have, I'm paying attention to the stuff that y'all have had going on today. Everything is a mess. And there's so many things going on astrologically. There's also just so many things in the world going on that are super heavy. I know if y'all have been on the news or if you have been on social media at all today, then chances are very, very high that you have seen news about files, you have seen news about people, you have seen like all of that stuff. And it's just like it is, I think that it is something that is shaking the very core of everything and everybody's beliefs. Like it doesn't matter where you are, who you are, it is shaking something within you, right? And the more that they come out, the more that these senators get to see, and the more that they're telling everybody, the more that's coming out is just so much. It's just so much. It's just so much. Oh, I love that, Treasure Active. So I don't know. I'm just curious. Like, yeah, I'm just curious. It's just an interesting thing. It's just an interesting things. Interesting things. So, that being said, we're going to look at some astrology this evening. For those of you guys that I still have to get reports to, I got the rest of them typed up today. And so I'm going to start shooting those out this evening. I was hoping that I would get them out to you guys earlier, but I had ADHD brain all day. It was really bad. It was really, really, really bad. It was really bad. So I am feeling a little better this evening. Thank you guys. I drank coffee for the first time since Friday. I know, right? I know. I felt like I should get a treat, so I busted out my last box of the coveted apple pie, caramel apple pie coffee that I got at Christmas. That is, I forgot how good that shit is, with a little bit of like chocolate mocha creamer and some cinnamon. So yeah, that made me happy. I hope that I can sleep tonight. It has been over a year since I've gone through a bout with insomnia, and I forgot how fucking stupid they are. I forgot how stupid they are. It's great. It's fun. It's fantastic. It's great. It's fun. It's fantastic. I need to make that into a shirt. It's great. It's fun. It's fantastic. All right. So let's see here. Let me make myself smaller, and we'll get, whoa, sorry TikTok, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Oh shit, that was funny. Oh wait, let me get the right window up. Hold on a minute here. Dude, I did not mean to do that. Sorry, all the sorries. I'm so sorry. Poor TikTok. They just went for a ride everywhere. I apologize so much. That was all me. I should not be touching electronics this evening. I should not be touching electronics this evening. It should not be a thing. It should not be a thing. Oh, thank you, Chucky. Chucky said, I hope you're feeling better. I lit a candle for you the other day. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. And Tina, I'm sorry you have a short fuse. I really appreciate you guys sending all the good vibes and so on. And yeah, I really appreciate you. I really do. More than you guys realize. I really and truly do. So, and one thing I'm going to ask for you guys is this, or from you guys is this. Anytime that you feel like you are under attack, light a candle for the collective. Just love, protection, peace, calm, banishing, whatever you feel, because I guarantee you, if you feel like you're under attack, so does everybody else. I guarantee you. Because raise your hand if you have felt like you are under a major attack lately, but you don't know where it's coming from, and you don't really feel like it's coming from somebody human here. Yeah, look at all the me. Yeah, Yeah. See what I mean? So if, oh, I love you right back. That right there tells you if you are feeling attacked, just light a candle for the collective. Just light a candle for the collective, because I guarantee you everybody else is feeling it too. Everybody else is feeling it too. And a lot of people don't know where it's coming from. Like, it doesn't feel, I'm just going to say that, it doesn't feel like it's coming from, like, human person. Does that make sense? You know it does. You know it does. You know, you smell when I'm smoking. Just saying. I'm just saying. So, yeah. All right. Let me fix this up here on the TikTok. There we go. It is not centered. I need it to be centered. There we go. Still not centered. I don't think it's going to matter. I think that my ADHD and OCD is going to make that a bigger deal than it needs to be. So we're going to go ahead and just cover that up so I don't have to see it, because if I continue to see it, then it's a problem. All right. And we don't want it to be a problem. So I'm going to run one of these reports. I've got to run a couple of these for some people. So I'm going to run some of these reports so you guys can see, one. That way you know what they are. Y'all, I ran one for myself the other day and was floored. Was floored at all the information that's in there. Actually, let me just pull one up from the other day. Let me pull one up that is not... Here, we're just going to make somebody up. We're just going to make somebody up. How about that? We're just going to make JoJo the Fairy a timeline report. All right, we're going to make up JoJo the Fairy. So let's see. We're going to make JoJo born January 13th. I want to be really bad and put like 1933. 1313. But we won't do that. JoJo the Fairy. We'll put 1999. That's a good number. It is currently 7:13 p.m. Cool. Where is JoJo born? Where are we going to make JoJo be born? Where are we going to make JoJo be born? Y'all pick a place. Where's a place you associate with fairies? Vegas. I like that the first two comments I saw were Vegas. Ooh, India. Ireland. Yeah, Ireland was my first thought. Yeah, Ireland was my first thought. Yeah, let's do Dublin. Let's do Dublin. I feel like by the way, those of you guys that can see, notice that JoJo is not down there. JoJo is in my living room and was not super happy that I moved it in there. All right, so we're going to do for a full 12 months. And we're going to do these for today, for the next year. And they currently live, you know what? Let's just say that JoJo currently lives in Vegas. How about that? That sounds good. Yeah, we can do that. Because I can run this for anywhere. So JoJo currently lives in Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. You are so welcome. I know every one of you just shot me the dagger eyes for that. You're welcome. I told you I was feeling better. All right. So we're gonna see we're gonna see we're gonna see. Let's see. Can you guys see that? Let me look over here. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so let me show you this. This is a timeline report, and if you guys want one of these, you can order one. JoJo's is 38 pages. Okay, JoJo. 38 pages. I'll put it down here where y'all can see. 38 pages. All right. But what I love about these is that I wish I could change some of the shit on the front, but that's okay. But it gives you like a full report of what the sun, what everything is, you know. And then it tells you how all of these things are going to start affecting you. Okay? So all of these big things that come up. So it gives you a highlight of the different things going on. Notice that this one goes all the way to February of next year. Okay? And then it has a report for the rest of February. Then March. These things are so in-depth. It's insane. It's insane. It goes through every month. Oh, so JoJo only has one thing in April? Oh, no. Why did it make just that on one page? Oh, monthly highlights. Okay, so it gives a monthly highlights, and then it gives all of that. Dude, it took me an hour just to go through mine. I was so far down the rabbit hole with some shit for myself this year. And I got to show you guys something else I've been playing with. Wait till you see. Let me get all the way down here to the bottom. Because this is the coolest shit. I'm such a nerd. This is the coolest shit. So I've had a few people that got the 2026 reports that asked me about this. This is a timeline scan. So you can see, it's like a graph, right? So maybe you know that you've got vacation in June. Okay, so here's June. You know that vacation is right here. So you can look and see, okay, Mars is in the 10th house for JoJo. So, you know, that's a lot of personal power. You can look and see like what is going to affect you during that vacation and help it govern where you want to go. Or if you know you've got finals coming up or whatever, it's broken down by each placement. Like here's all the moon placements, and you see, isn't that, I think it's cool as shit. I think it's cool as shit. But yeah, if you guys would like to order one of these, this is your timeline report. It'll take me just a couple minutes to get all your information in, run one for you, get it over to you, etc. And then the birth chart. Let's run a birth chart for JoJo. Let's see. I want to look at this. This tracks. This tracks. I think we did a good job picking JoJo's birth date and stuff because look, a Capricorn with a Sagittarius moon, a Leo ascendant, a Capricorn Mercury, Sagittarius Pluto, like that tracks. That tracks. It tracks. It totally tracks. All right, y'all got to see this one though. This is I'll do a solar return so you guys can see what these are. These are the other reports that are on there. I was impressed with them too. Why won't it let me? Oh no, I didn't save it. Shit. Okay. I didn't save it, so we got to redo it. Shit. JoJo the Fairy. What did I say? 1999? It's 1999. Oh, it's right there. It's right there in front of me, dumbass. All right, hold on. 7:13 p.m. Dublin. Okay, now we're going to save that chart. Save it. Yes, we want to add Fairy JoJo the to the name list. Yeah. All right. Let's say that JoJo wants to know from today to today. Okay. And then JoJo is currently in Vegas. Anybody else's ears really sensitive? Or is it just me? I actually don't have a headache right now. Knock on wood. I actually don't have a headache right now. But anybody else's ears just really, really sensitive? Or is it just me? It's just me. Just me? Yeah. All right. This is the birthday report. This is a solar return report, and it will actually tell you when the sun, so if you'll notice right here, it says JoJo the Fairy's solar return, and it tells you what time on JoJo's next birthday will the sun be in exactly the same position that it was when JoJo was born. And that to me was really cool, especially on mine, because my birthday is January 12th, but I celebrate on 1/13 every year. I think with the exception of 2, because then I got curious and was looking. Every year that I've been alive, and I just turned 49, except for I want to say 2 or 3 years, my solar return date has been on January 13th. Every year, but like 2 or 3. But this actually goes through your natal chart. So this is when JoJo was born. And then this right here, which one thing I have noticed, this uses a couple of different things. And like on mine, it will also give you like what your solar date is. So I had to look twice. I was like, wait a minute, that's not correct. This uses tropical. So if you guys are not used to seeing tropical, then you might freak out. So I'm just letting you know. And then this is JoJo's solar return. It gives you like a really pretty wheel for that. But here's what I really love. This just tells you what it's about, okay? Check this shit out. It tells you all about how your year is going to go with your looks, your self-progress, your career. Like, if y'all don't think that I fell down the rabbit hole on mine, if you don't think that I ran one for my kids, like, I was super impressed with these reports and not mad at all that I went in the hole to buy some software. I am in love with this software, just so you guys know. The things I can do with this software are insane. So, yeah. But this is the solar return chart. And JoJo's is 38 pages. So, it's not just a small thing. It goes through every one of your placements and gives you these gorgeous little things. It also will give you good locations for you to spend your birthday, which I love because next year I'll be 50. So you know that we got to plan a big birthday for 50. I don't know where yet, but I'm sure as shit looking. But it gives you some good places for you to go for your birthday. And it'll tell you, you know, it's good for self, communication, spirituality, but bad for, how is it good for communication and bad? And then, you know, bad for creativity. And so depending on what you're looking for, look at this. It gives you places all over the world too, which I thought was really cool. And then it goes through this. Tell me this is not the coolest shit. All right, I'll quit making you look at JoJo the Fairy's stuff. Sorry, JoJo. Sorry, JoJo. So that is listed on the tickets tonight as a solar return chart for 2026. And then the timeline report is the first one I showed you with all of the astrological issues that are going to affect you. So yeah, those are up tonight if you would like to grab one. I have been falling down the rabbit hole. One of the things about being stuck in bed is that I have been playing with software. I'm going to show you guys something, and I want you to not freak out, okay? I want you to not freak out, because I've been freaking out about this for well, I finally got this software. Well, I got it downloaded and I finally got it fixed where I could upload it Friday. But wait till you see this, okay? So I'm going to make myself little tiny on both screens because I want you guys to be able to see this. If you don't think that I have been playing with all of these things. This, my lovely friends, is astrocartography software. This is astrocartography software. Let me fix it for you, TikTok, because I know it's really, really hard to see up there. And I don't want to make it too small for those of you guys on TikTok because it's hard to see. This is, I don't know whose this is. It's just one that it pulled up. But I can go all over this and tell you where. So let's just zoom in right here. And tell you, okay, whoever this is their Venus line that runs through here. So you want to go on a vacation and find love or be inspired to find love, then we're going to look on this line right here. So anywhere here, Memphis would be a good place for you to visit. You know, the Gulf Coast right here, like this one is the moon. This is a good one for you to get some shadow work out of the way, things like that. But wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. Because, so this is for relocation astrology. So for those of you guys that have been curious about that, or where's a good place for you to go on vacation, etc. Like, I can literally look all over the world and find you, okay, if you're wanting, there's a lot of lines on here. I know you guys are like, what the fuck? But wait. I have been playing with this all day. Would you like to know what constellations govern your chart? Would you like to know what stars govern your astrology chart? I literally can plug someone's information in here and I can tell you exactly what constellations govern your Mars, your Venus, your Jupiter, like what constellations are great. You know, what's a great time in the night sky to do some lunar work, some moon work with emotions or beauty or... Let me see here. All right, so let's say that you want to do some love work, right? You want to do some love workings. There we go. You want to do some love workings because you want to find your person, like that's your goal this year. So what constellations need to be in the sky over you? This is like a snapshot of when you were born, right? So watch this. This is the coolest shit. I've been playing with this all day. All right. So this goes through these ones right here. Let's take this back off. Let's do that one. So all of these constellations right here. All right. So the Dog Star, Orion, like all of these. Gemini. Tell me that is not the coolest shit. I have been playing with this. I've been playing with this all day. Okay, not all day, but it feels like all day. Look at some of that. We can get that done. I pulled my own earlier and then was like, oh my God, this is so cool. Oh my God, this is so cool. But wait, there's more. Yeah. Yeah. I have been waiting. So this software was not cheap. And it was glitchy when I got it, and so I had to wait for their tech support to like help me with it, and it was kind of a mess, but they were so awesome about it and got it fixed right away. And I've been over here Mr. Burnsing everything like that. So I'm not quite ready to do the map yet. I am working on that for this weekend, just so you guys know. Yeah. For those of you guys that are just getting into magic and spirituality and witchcraft and things like that, every single zodiac sign has a planetary ruler, and that planetary ruler governs a line in the zodiac. So Capricorn is governed by Saturn. So everything on your Saturn line is going to make you feel like the most you version of you. Does that make sense? So Venus is, Venus is Pisces, and I can't remember the other one. But if you're a Pisces and you're looking for your soulmate or whatever, then you want a vacation this year or take a road trip to a place where your Venus line intersects, things like that. And then there are also, I mean, these are a big thing. When you guys start to really look at everything like a crazy lady, and no, it doesn't involve, you don't have to do oils if you don't want. Because I know, because sometimes people are like, oh, the crazy lady talking about astrology. She's going to pull out an oil next and tell me I got to buy it. No, we're not. Yet. But when you guys really start looking at these things, it's really, really interesting. I pulled up my map the other day and was looking at it. And when I pulled up my map, I was floored because I have 2 lines that run through, like, I want to say a little bit between like Tulsa and the Oklahoma-Arkansas line. So the reason that I feel so comfortable here is because my sun line literally runs through here, like things like that. And then you guys are not going to believe this, but it's so funny. The church that I bought, my Neptune line, which is your line, your spiritual self, right, runs less than half a mile. The main line is less than half a mile from the building I bought, and I didn't even know it. When I saw that and I zoomed all the way in, I was like, no shit. Like, no shit. No wonder when I get here, I don't want to leave. I feel like everything is magic. No wonder. No wonder. It's the craziest shit. And then several of my favorite places, Denver, Boulder, Santa Fe, Taos, White Sands, Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, all run on my Jupiter line. All of them. So things like that. It's just interesting to see. It's super interesting to see. And I found out that, in other parts of the world, I have always been obsessed with, it's so weird, Scottish culture. Obsessed. Irish, Scottish, Scandinavian. And I thought, okay, well, it's because of my ancestors and so on. No, bitch. Guess what? I have 4 lines that run through, whoop, right like that. Right through Dublin, right through Belfast, like, whoop, like that. And then there are certain things in, like, Asian history that I love. I love Asian philosophy. I love ancient Asian history. I love all of those things, right? So why am I obsessed with it? Why am I obsessed with it? Right? Like, why am I obsessed with it? Because I have 4 astrology lines that run right through between, like, Beijing and Tokyo. 4. So I have been down the rabbit hole. So far down the rabbit hole, it's not even funny. It is not even funny. So whenever you guys are curious about where you should move, I can help you. If you just want to know where you should go on vacation, I can help you. Do you see what I mean? It's crazy. It's craziness. Crazy. So then you can sound like the village crazy lady. But I definitely went when I saw that the building that I bought, I loved it so much with just the pictures that I had already made up my mind, unless there was something horrendously wrong with it, I had already made up my mind I was going to buy it. It is on my... You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. So yeah, can't make this shit up. But in the meantime, me and my 4 drinks are going to do some chart reads. And I'm going to try, I just want to, no, stop it. Okay, there we go. Let me make sure I didn't put too many tickets on here for tonight. There we go. Alexis is the first one on my list. Y'all are gonna get to see Nerdy Bodhi tonight. Man, I don't know if it's the headache or just because I haven't felt good or what, but my eyes be blur A. I don't know what that means. 18 charts require your review. Okay. Later. Not today, Satan. I just also want you guys to know that because I am in a good mood and because I am running on fumes and because like fumes and caffeine and because the brain be braining, the vocal stems are a thing tonight. I'm just letting you know. It's bad. I'm driving myself nuts. And this is one of those nights where I'm so glad that I'm home by myself. My kid has them too, so she doesn't make fun of me as much anymore. But I'm glad that I'm home. Nobody else is hearing me. Nobody else is hearing me be weird. It's great. All right. Alexis. Let's fix this. What I got going on here? Oh, that's why. Hold, please. Mercury. Venus. Mars. Jupiter. Uranus, Pluto. Alright, I will quit being weird. I think we're just gonna leave. We're just gonna do those. Yeah. Alright then, Alexis. Oh, okay, hold on. I was like, that's a lot. Why is there a lot? Because I didn't take those other ones off. That's why I was like, what happened? Yeah, I don't need those for just a regular chart read. There we go. Ta-da! Oh, okay, hold on. That's too many things open. What's going on? Okay. I don't need that. I have to keep that open or TikTok will kick me out. Let me get my cheat sheet up. These hurt, man. I think I've been wearing my glasses too much. I don't know if they'll be up later this week, Abby, for the reports. Let me see how long this event is for. Oh, okay, that was the wrong one. I just about freaked out. I thought the 7th has already passed. Can't stop addicted to the shindig. These will be up till the 16th, which is what, Monday? Monday. Yeah. These will be up till the 16th. And then this week I will be doing karmic readings the next couple of days. Tomorrow, and I keep looking at January. Tomorrow, so the 11th and 12th, I'll be doing karmic reads. So for those of you guys that need to know like what karma you need to clear out, got you. Oh, the whole reason that I opened that back up. I really have too many notes. Way too many notes. What happened? That's not what I wanted. There we go. Thank you, homie. All right, Alexis. It does kind of sound like music, doesn't it? I put the cover on it. It's still, I don't know why in my office, this one seems to evaporate more than anywhere. I have 3 tanks. One of them just has plants in it. But this one evaporates faster than either of the other 2. And I don't know why. No, there's no heater nearby. There are... No, there's only one vent in here. And I don't have the fan on. So I don't know. But this is a smaller room. And there are 3 windows. I mean, the door's right there. I don't know. So, yeah. All right. Here we go, Alexis. Where's your sun? Leo, Gemini rising, Capricorn moon. Okay. I find it very interesting that you have your Neptune and your Uranus are in Capricorn and they're in retrograde in your chart. That would be how you feel you need to rebel, and then your spiritual self. My nose itches. Somebody's talking about me. You also have your Saturn in retrograde in your chart. I kind of want to start here with these placements up here in the 8th house. You have your moon, you have your Neptune, and you have your Uranus, all in Capricorn, with your Neptune and Uranus in retrograde. I also find it interesting that the entirety of your 8th house is covered in Capricorn. The entirety of it is in Capricorn. The 8th house is transformation. It's like rebirth and so on. It's also like the occult. It is how you approach your spiritual self. What just happened? It's how you approach your spiritual self. It's how you approach shadow work. It's how you approach all of those things. So the fact that that's in Capricorn, that's a very, very structured placement. If you had your Uranus and Neptune not in retrograde, it would be different. I would say, okay, you are somebody that your way of rebelling is by making new rules, because Capricorn is that leader earth sign, right? They're the cardinal earth sign, and they like to make the rules. They like to make the rules, and they want everyone to follow the rules, whether it's their rules or somebody else's rules. You better follow the fucking rules, right? Until you don't. Until you don't. But the fact that your Uranus is in retrograde tells me that you, A, have a big problem rebelling against the rules. You have a big problem rebelling against authority in any way. You feel like you're going to get in trouble all the time if you rebel. And being a Leo, you are a natural at rebelling. Having a Gemini rising, you always want to rebel. You always want to do something, say something, etc. Also having your Mercury down there in Virgo, you are very quick-witted. You can think on your feet like this. So you really hold your tongue a lot because you're so afraid to get in trouble. But that one aside, because that one, I'm just going to say, my friend, you need to just say the shit, right? You need to just say the shit. You need to say the shit and start opening that up. Because that's going to help you with your own rebirth, your own change, your own Phoenix moment. It's the Neptune one. That's very interesting because Neptune in Capricorn is very structured spiritually. They need the structure. They need ritual. They need a book. They need steps. They need a process. They need those kind of things. The fact that yours is in retrograde tells me that you have probably searched all over the place. You have probably searched all over the place to try and find what fits for you. You want to do ritual stuff. You want to do those things that have a list and rules and so on. That's what you're drawn to because of that Neptune placement. But you have a problem following it because of that Neptune placement. That Neptune placement is the bane of your spiritual existence. And it's literally tied in with your shadow work. It's the bane of your spiritual existence. That is exactly why you cannot figure out what way you want to go spiritually. And you having a Mars in Cancer in the first house, that is the cardinal water sign. That's a very emotional sign, and that's your passion and your drive in the first house, which is you. Like, you're a very driven person. Being a Leo, you already have the energy, and you already have the go, 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 go. And you already have that, let's do all the things. Having a Gemini rising, that pulls you to do too many things at once. So you overwhelm yourself a lot. And having that Mars and Cancer in that first house, again, you overwhelm your own self so much. So much. I got you playing WoW again, Brandon. Yeah, come play WoW with us. Come play WoW with us. If you want to come play WoW with us, we're on Blood Furnace. Quick guild plug. We're on Blood Furnace, the Blood Furnace realm. That is where our Horde guild is. I will be making an alliance guild over there because I know some of y'all like to play the good guys. What's wrong with you? But I have a couple of alliance. Don't tell anybody. I'm just kidding. I really like my Worgen. But if you want to join the guild that we have over there, it's just people from TikTok and YouTube that have come to play with us from all over the place. Make sure that you search The Black Lotus. It is a blue guild banner, guild tabard with the gold lotus on it. The Black Lotus, because if you search Black Lotus, there are like 8. So The Black Lotus. It should say ran by Bodhi Blue. So yeah, there you go. But please come and play. We will help you out. We'll get you started. We'll give you some money, run you through some shit, whatever we need to do. I've got sass addicted to it really badly. So I'm just saying, yeah, just saying. Treasure Rected's there. She's an officer. So, yeah. There's so many people that can help you. There's so many people that can help you. One of the things that we'll get, I promise, Alexis, I'm just going to say this last thing and then I'll get back to Alexis's read. One of the things that I have absolutely adored, every time I get on, and I haven't got to get on a lot much lately. A lot much. I ain't got to get on a lot much lately, but I want to, and I'm gonna. Jesus, shit. I apologize. My Oklahoma came out. Mike is also an officer. One of the things that I have loved about this is that everybody that has come to play with us online, everybody that has joined the guild has been so fantastic. If they're a higher level player and they've been playing for a long time, they will happily run you through dungeons and shit like that to level you up. They'll help you get whatever you need to level you up. They'll help you learn. They'll give you advice. Like, I have absolutely adored that so much. I have absolutely adored that so much. So if you guys want to come and play with us, come on. Come on. We got the room. Come on. Come on. And usually there's higher level players that are running dungeons all the time. So if you have a higher level player and you want to move it over to Blood Furnace, we're running dungeons and raids all the time. All the time. All right, Alexis. Let's get back to Alexis. So we just talked about your... See, this is why I like this is why I like what I do. Because I can switch back and forth. My ADHD is happy tonight. We just talked about your Cancer Mars placement there in the first house. And I want to point this out. It is absolutely tied in to your Jupiter, which is like your personal power and your luck. Wait, is that in... Barely in the 6th house. Barely in the 6th house. Okay. So I want to talk about this right here. I don't want to talk about the Saturn yet. I don't want to talk about Saturn yet. Okay. But being that these are 2 water signs, you have the cardinal water sign and then you have the fixed water sign, the workaholic part of the water sign. And that's where your luck and your personal power lies. And the 6th house is interesting because that's your work ethic. You are someone who is so damn driven. This right here, see these placements right here? Even when you are down, you almost instantly pull yourself back up because your moon being in Capricorn, you aren't someone to sit and wallow in shit. It takes a lot. And don't get me wrong, you do Capricorn moons, that's a pity party every now and then. But it takes a lot to push you to the pity party. Like, you're never going to be the one that sits there and is like, oh, well, you know, I don't have anything, so I'm just going to sit here and waste away. Like, that's not those placements. That is, in no way is that Alexis. Alexis, that drive, that workaholic aspect, those things are always going to serve you well. Always. Absolutely. You can't handle not doing something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all those placements. And you have let's talk about this. We'll talk about this next. Your Pluto is in Scorpio. So what that tells me is that you also, and it's in the 6th house, you care about how your work ethic looks to other people. You don't want it to just look like you're just soaking up some shit, right? This is also your shadow work. So that tells me that your power, your transformation, who you are and who you want to show to other people with this Pluto placement right here. You have watched other people not have a work ethic. You have watched other people just sit and be lazy pieces of shit. And you never want that hit you really hard in the shadow heart, right? In the shadow soul heart part. You never want to be that person. You made a promise to yourself when you were really young, you were never going to be that way. And so you are always up moving, always up doing something. And that placement right there tells me that you also care like how you are with other people. You want them to see that you are a solid person, especially when it comes to work. Because being a Leo, you pride yourself on praise. And that Pluto is tied in with your sun sign. See that pretty little line right here with the square? It's tied in together. So you care what people think of you. especially at work. Other places, maybe not so much. Well, I don't know. Your Leo placement is in your 4th house. You are also like a huge family person. You are so devoted to the people that you love, the people that that you feel like are your roots, are your home. You're so devoted to them. It's not even funny. It comes from a place of self-worth. Yeah, absolutely it does. I do love this because your Venus, I want to talk about this because this is also, you notice, not in a happy line with your Saturn, which is in retrograde in Pisces. This is an issue. This line is an issue. So let's talk about your Venus first. Your Venus is in Libra. And that's a great placement, especially for a Leo. And then having a Capricorn moon, you're a very solid person when it comes to relationships with anybody. You're mean to yourself with that Capricorn moon, like you're really mean to yourself. But to other people, having that Venus in Libra, you are somebody that you always try to think of other people. You always try to put other people not above you, but above you. And it being a Leo, it's you go back and forth. Sometimes it's all about you because you are a Leo. And then sometimes it's all about everyone else because you are a Leo. Leos are some of the most loyal, biggest cheerleaders of everybody. The people that they love, they are always going to be the one that is the biggest cheerleader for you. And that being in your 4th house, it's a big thing for you. The problem is that fucking Saturn placement up there. What that tells me is that is always going to be a problem. That Saturn placement sits directly in the middle of your 10th house. Thank you, Sabrina. Is that a hot dog? I love it. Thank you, Sabrina. Oh, your 10th super on a live stream. I didn't know YouTube would do that. What is that? What happens if can I click on it? I can't click on it. Aw. It says I have to sign in. Oh, I'm not signed. How am I not signed in if I'm streaming? Okay. Thank you, Sabrina. That is really, really cool. It gave me a little thing and said, let's celebrate. What this right here tells me is that, first of all, we're going to talk about this Saturn issue and see where it's tied into some of these other things, right? It is square with your ascendant and your descendant. So this is something that bothers you all the time. The fact that your Saturn is in the 10th house. So the 10th house this is your career. This is your, what you want to do. How driven are you? Well, that's in Pisces, okay? Every single Pisces that I have ever met. Every single one. It's so funny. For the squishiest people that ever peopled, they are also some of the hardest workers I've ever met in my life. They are freaking hustlers. They do not stop. They don't sit down. So that is a sign that I would consider a workaholic sign. I know 2 Pisces that are actors. That one she's in so much shit. And the other one, he's in so much shit. Like they're in so much shit. Like good shit. Good shit. Let me say that. Good shit. Not bad shit. Good shit. I know another Pisces, Shauna that owns the Doss House. She never sits down. She never sits down. Leanne, my moderator, if y'all ever met that woman never sits down. Even when like her leg broken and she dragging it behind her, she ain't sitting down. You can't get Leanne to sit down. So having a Saturn, that drive, that discipline, Saturn is discipline, it's karma, it's lessons, it's your drive, it's that kind of stuff. Having that up here in Pisces is such a strong placement. And then the universe was like, retrograde. So what that tells me is you have had some intense karmic lessons and shadow work lessons when it comes to your career, when it comes to jobs. They just all the time, like this, all the time hitting you. So I would bet that you have had amazing, amazing jobs and then suddenly got laid off. I would bet that you have found dream jobs and then something happened and you suddenly lost it. Like it just, Nothing that you did either. Just some random chance, and something fucking happens every time. The other thing that I don't like is that is tied in with your Venus. And notice that blue line is not a happy line, right? This tells me there is a karmic issue with either a twin flame or your soulmate not being here. There is some massive issue with this. And the way that you know if it's a twin flame is if you have someone relationship-wise that you have rotated around for a long period of time, and I mean years, like a decade or so. Wait, when were you born? Let me look. Hold on. Yeah, a decade or more. You have someone that you have rotated around, and the relationship is like great, and then it sucks, and then it's great, and then it sucks. Like, and so it's great. Y'all get back together. You remember, why you like each other. You get back together, and then it absolutely sucks about 2, 3, 4 months in, and you're out again. And you just keep on doing this dance, right? Sometimes it's good for longer, but you keep on doing this dance. If it's not that, if I've said all of that and you're like, I don't have anybody like that, then you've been strongly hesitant to relationships since you were a kid. Okay. That's what I was going to say. If it's not that, then I'm going to give you some freedom. And when I say this, some of y'all already know what I'm about to say. Some of y'all already know what I'm about to say. When I say this, it's going to sound like the worst thing in the world, but I want you to use that Capricorn moon there, and I want you to think about it. Because the Leo part of you is not going to like it. That Gemini rising part of you is not going to like it. But I want you to listen to that Capricorn, that logical Vulcan in there. I would bet that your soulmate is not here. And so something has pinged in you that you just don't really need to be in a relationship, that you've been scared of them, etc. Or your twin flame has been around you for a long time and you have never needed to run into them. A twin flame and a soulmate are two different things, and people get twin flames confused completely all the time. The narrative changed with, I don't remember when it was, the 80s or 90s. The narrative of the twin flame suddenly changed into the narrative of the soulmate. A soulmate is someone that you meet and you are like instant, right? You are together all the time. If it's a romantic relationship, you two, you get married, you live happily ever after, sit in the rocking chairs on the front porch and die holding hands in bed together, right? Like that kind of thing. Married 50, 60, 70 years. That is a soulmate. That is not a twin flame. Okay? That is not a twin flame. A twin flame is somebody that, yes, they are always around you. They always rotate around you. They are not meant to be there forever. They are meant to come in when you need them the most. When you are off your path, let's say you're supposed to be on your path, and you start to do this because of free will, and we are all stubborn. I don't care what sign you are. We're all stubborn, right? Especially at this point in the universe. We're all stubborn. So you start to get off your path, right? Twin flame comes and knocks you back onto your path. Now, they're going to hit you real hard, and you're both going to do this for a little bit. They knock you onto your path, and then they do this. You're on your path. They go this way. This is why these are those relationships that it's almost like a karmic bond in a way, okay? You run into them, they knock you back up on your path, and then they go on about that is their path, to knock you back on your path. This is usually a very quick, intense, magic relationship, right? And then it just ends. Just ends. Sometimes it's a massive, huge fight. Sometimes it's just a mutual. But the other person, the twin flame, will move on like nothing happened. They will have someone else. They will have relationship after relationship like you never existed. But the person that was knocked back on their path, that will, I don't want to say bother you, but it will sit with you for a long time. You'll still be processing those feels when they're on their 9th relationship, 10th relationship. You will still be processing that because you needed that to knock you back up. So you can have multiple soulmates. You can also have multiple twin flames. People think that there's only one soulmate for them, and that's not true. You can have friends that are soulmates. You can have family that are soulmates. We just are always pushed that you have to find your soulmate. Very few people do. Very few people do. I know people that have been married for 50 years that you can tell they hate each other. They are not soulmates. They just don't know any other way to be besides married to that person. I would be willing to bet that your soulmate isn't here. I'd be willing to bet your soulmate isn't here. So yeah, if you were in front of me, I'd be like, give me your hand. Let me take a gander at it, and I can tell you. But yeah, I'd be willing to bet your soulmate isn't here. And you, being all of these amazing workaholics, issues like this, you are one of those people. You're going to be more happier when you focus on career, job, etc., and don't stress about the relationship aspect. When you feel the need to stress about that relationship aspect or having a person in your life, this Venus placement is in the 5th house. So this is love, beauty, glamour, magic, etc. But it's in the 5th house, which is creativity and inner child work. So when you feel the need to go and, start dating or whatever, I'm not saying don't, okay, but know that there's no pressure. Basically, that's the freeing part of knowing that there's a karmic issue there and your soulmate isn't here. Anything at all that makes you feel better about you, about your appearance, and having your Pluto in Scorpio, this will totally appeal to you too. Anything that makes you feel better, whether it's going and getting a massage, going and getting your hair cut, getting a facial, go buying a new lipstick, like whatever it is, anything that's going to make you feel physically different, better on the outside is going to make that Venus placement deliriously happy. Anything at all that allows you to be creative, anything at all that allows you to do something that your inner child would like to do. I think that's why I like dolls so much. I fucking love dolls. I loved Barbies back in the day. I loved She-Ra back in the day. I loved He-Man back in the day. Like, I had so many fucking dolls growing up, right? I loved dolls growing up. And then when I went to basic and then moved out when I got home, my sister sold my Barbie doll trunk, my trunk of Barbie dolls. And so I think I've been like trying to replenish my Barbie dolls ever since. But instead, I buy crazy haunted dolls. So, same, but different, right? So do that. Do that. Whatever will make you happy, that inner child aspect happy. Do you see what I mean? I can't wait to see the new He-Man movie. I can't wait. Y'all have no idea. As soon as they announce what theaters it's in, I'm getting tickets. I'm going to go see it in fucking IMAX. I'm going to be the biggest damn nerd. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. It's on like Donkey Kong. It's on like Donkey Kong. Can't stop, addicted to the shindig. So, does that make sense, Alexis? I know we kind of harped on a few different little things, but I do want to say this. We didn't really talk too much about your Mercury in retrograde. No, I'm sorry. Your Mercury in Virgo. Why did I say retrograde? Because it's natural to say Mercury retrograde. Mercury in Virgo. Dude, you have such a sharp-witted tongue, it's not even funny. You can sling insults so fast, it's not even funny. And this cracks me up. Look what it's tied into. Look what it's tied into. Capricorns are mean. Dude, somebody with a Capricorn moon, that's a mean fucker right there. And she's a Leo. Double whammy. And having a Mercury in Virgo. If you really want your feelings hurt, Allexis will hurt them. If you really, really want your feelings hurt, Allexis will hurt your soul's feelings. I'm just saying. That is what that right there. It's not a trifecta because you add in that Mars and Cancer. Y'all ever fought with a Cancer? Y'all ever fought with a Cancer? They are nasty mean. You have to be careful to accidentally not hurt people's feelings. So when I was saying all of that, you're over there like laughing your ass off. That's what I just heard. That's what I just heard. I'm just saying. Y'all, I should brag on my best friend. I haven't felt good for days. Y'all know. And I haven't really eaten a lot. I am down almost 6 pounds in like 3 days. And so today, I was like, man, like one of the only things that actually sounds good is Jesus chicken nuggets. Like Chick-fil-A nuggets. And I was like, but I don't want to order them. Like, I'm not going to eat them, blah, 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 blah. She was like, I got you. So she sent me Slim Chickens. Because I love me some Slim Chickens. Their ranch is fantastic. So I still have two chicken strips. I was a good girl, and I did get 2 down earlier. And a whole bunch of okra, and it's fucking phenomenal. So that's what we be snacking on. That's what we be snacking on. That's how a Taurus lets you know that they like you. They buy you food. That's how your Taurus friends let you know that they like you. If a Taurus isn't feeding you, that Taurus hates your guts. If a Taurus doesn't want to feed you, they're hoping your guts fall out through your nostrils. I'm just saying. Alright. You guys know that's funny as fuck. You know I'm right, too. You know I'm right. You know I'm right. Miss Tiffany Merriman is next. Or you took too long and we ate without, I mean that, yeah. That's an earth sign thing. That's an earth sign thing. Well, a Capricorn really ain't going to wait too long on you. Capricorn's just going to order and be like, sorry about you, I don't care. Yeah, Megan, I weighed myself on Saturday. And, so I guess that would be, no, it's only Tuesday. For some reason my brain was like, yeah, that's like 4 or 5 days. No, it's not. It's only Tuesday. So I weighed myself Saturday. And, I'm down 6 pounds since Saturday. I have felt so much better after eating today, though. All right, Miss Tiffany, many more. Oh, what? Wrong thing. Wrong thing, wrong thing. Go away, go away, go away. No, no, no. Show aspects, yes. Bitch. What the fuck? Yes. Go away. I need to figure out how to wiggle my nose. That looked ridiculous. You're welcome for that. I'm feeling a lot better today. Definitely a lot better than I did this time last night. 100%. A lot better. Look at that. Look at that shit. What is that? Dude, that is insane. Look, it's triangles Tons of triangles with tons of triangles. What the hell? And then you have this, and then that really pretty line through the middle. Oh, no, it's okay. I looked bad yesterday. I know. I straight up looked bad yesterday. I looked bad. I felt bad. I looked bad. I felt bad. I was going to say, and I smelled bad, but I didn't. So, yeah. Thanks, Brandon. Yeah, that is insane, and I love it. So, Tiffany, dude, triangles are your jam. You need to be using triangles in every magical thing you do. Aw, that's so sweet of you, Bacon. That's so sweet of you. Yeah, I didn't feel anywhere close to myself. I wasn't feeling great this morning, but once I ate, like actually ate, I felt a lot better. Went in to put my face on. Got the boof boofing. My kids stole all my little clips, so we got the boof wave, the wave boof going. Almost. No. You do. Rising in Leo. So, Leo sun, Leo rising, and an Aries moon on your mid. Bam. Oh, shit. I need to do that, Treasurected. I need to do that. Yes. I have to go run errands on Thursday, so yes. Even on your worst day, someone's still trying to impersonate you. I mean, touche. Touche. Dude, that's a lot. This is so much Leo. That is 5 Leo placements. That's 5 Leo placements. How many of y'all watch American Dad? How many of you guys, when I said that, immediately started singing the song in your head? Raise your hand. If you did, we are friends. Stereo's condo stereo. Everybody else is like, the fuck is going on in here? What is this girl on? On American Dad, Stelio, is it Contos? That is his high school bully, and he has his own theme song, and that is it. So every time I hear the word stellium in astrology, that plays in my head. I'm going to make y'all listen to it because some of y'all are like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Flying in broad daylight across
what?
the
No, what is going on right now? Look here, stop. What happened? Look, it's the top one.
You know, I was thinking, and I realized something.
What, that you're a gay lord? Stelio Contos!
I found him on Facebook, and it got me thinking. Why
I'm just saying, I won't make you watch the rest of it. If you want to watch the rest of it, you can. But you'll forever have that song in your head now when you hear the word stellium. And you're welcome. I've ruined you, and you are welcome. I'm sure I'm going to get in trouble for that. I'm sure that YouTube will be like, oh, copyright strike. It's all right. It's all right. Worth it. Worth it. All right. Y'all needed to know the reference. You needed to know the reference. And for those of you guys that already knew the reference, you know that just made you super happy. You know that made you super happy. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Tiffany. Y'all will forever be stadium. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. So that episode is also really funny because Stan pretends to go back to high school so he can bully his own son. And so his son finds his high school bully to beat the shit out of him. And it's just great. It's just funny. So that show is all kinds of fucked up. Just, all right. Focus, bitch. Talking about Tiffany. Leo Sun, Leo Rising, Leo Mercury, Leo Venus, Leo Jupiter. Ma'am, your entire first house in Leo. Everything is about you. I'm just going to say it. Everything is about you. That Leo first house. Like, let's just start here. Let's just start with the entirety of your first house being in Leo. Everything. And I don't mean this in a bad way. It means that when you say, I am going to take the day off, you take the day off. I am going to be in the bathtub for an hour. Yes, you are. You will be in there for an hour longer if someone questions you. Like, that is so much hard-headedness wrapped up in one little thing. That's just that house, right? Because the first house is the self. That is you. It is who you are. You 100% identify with being a Leo. And having a Leo rising, of course you do. But having your Mercury in Leo means that you say things before you really think about them sometimes. Having your Jupiter in Leo means that you do have sometimes where you kind of leap and then look, right? Like you don't look and talk. You leap. And then on the way down, you're like, oh no, shit. Like, oh no. So it's, this is a lot. This is a lot. This is a rough placement. This is a rough placement. I'm not gonna lie. This is a rough placement right here. This is a lot. This is overwhelming energy. The fact that you have all those triangles, all of those trines in the middle right here. See? Beautiful. You are a very polarizing person. Notice that you cannot help but see that, right? You don't see all of those little lines behind it at first. You just see that big design in the middle with all the triangles on it. So people tend to judge you at face value before they really get to know you. And I would guarantee that this has been a problem since you were born. Nothing you do, nothing you wear, not how you look, like none of that, right? They judge you instantly before they know who you are. And it's something that hurts your feelings a lot. And being a Leo and having that Aries moon up there, it is something that makes you mad. It hurts your feelings and it makes you mad. And I'm sorry. The universe totally fucked you there. We'll just say that. The universe totally fucked you there. Where do I want to go next? I keep looking at that Mars in Cancer. So let's do that. That Mars in Cancer placement, we will come back to the Leo aspects. Trust me. That Mars in Cancer. That is so much drive towards social issues, social aspects. Forgive me, but I can't remember what it is that you do for a living. Anything at all that allows you to use your personal power to help people. It appeals to all of those Leo placements, and it really, really appeals to this Cancer Mars that you have there in that 11th house, because it is tied in with a couple of interesting things, mainly your Uranus, which these are not happy placements, right? Your Uranus placement is how you look at rebelling, how you rebel against authority and things like that. Well, that's in the 4th house in Scorpio. That is an intense placement for bucking the ideas of, the fatherly rules that were put down, any kind of rules that are put down from family, friends, etc. Anything root wise, you want to rebel against in the hardest way possible. I would be willing to bet that as soon as you could, when you were younger, you did something that you were told that you could not do. Whether it was get a tattoo, get a piercing, color your hair, run away to Mexico, like whatever it was, it doesn't matter. You did it because that Uranus placement in Scorpio, and it is tied in with your Mars up there. You have an organic garden and donate to food banks and shelters. Of course you do, ma'am. Of course you do. And I know that you love that because that is a dream job that makes that placement happy. It makes this Aries moon happy. And it also makes all of these placements happy. Also, it's basically thumbing your nose to a lot of things. So, let me say kudos. Let me say congratulations. Let me say I'm proud of you because you really followed up. Those Leo placements could really, really screw a lot of people over. That Aries moon up there is what keeps you driven. Not that the Leo placements don't keep you driven, but they keep that moon placement keeps you driven. So kudos to you because that is a phenomenal, dreamy dream job. That is a phenomenal dreamy dream job for you right there. This one right here, I want to talk about this, and I don't know why, but I feel like this is something we've talked about before. Notice that this is your Neptune. Notice it is also in a fire sign. It is in Sagittarius. But I want you to notice that it's in retrograde. Spiritually talking, that is a problem. Because it is tied in with so many different things, right? It's tied in with that moon up there. It's tied in with your sun. And it's tied in with your ascendant. All of your big three, which are also in other fire signs, but all of your big three are tied into that. That is also second house. Girl is so focused on my Capricorn placement. Saturn is a planet of discipline. It's a planet of karma. It's a planet of lessons. And it is one of the ones that governs how you work. The second house is your material girl house. That is money, material items, how you look at those things. Having a Saturn there, that's an intense placement because it means that your focus is always that is your driving focus behind anything, is the things that make life comfortable. Whether it's money, whether it's another house, whether it's a new car, whatever it is, if you want it, you're going to get it. That is an intensely powerful placement. And then having it in Virgo, the only thing worse would be to have that in Capricorn. But those two, or Scorpio, those signs right there are workaholic signs. They are known for being workaholics. They don't stop. They would rather work. That is their happy place. Work is your happy place. All the time, don't tell me what I can't do. All the time proving you're wrong. Yeah. I mean, say less, But this right here, this Neptune placement, you have such a problem finding where you belong spiritually. I would be willing to bet that you have looked into almost every single religion that's out there. I would bet that you've researched every single religion. You've looked at it. You've tried to figure out what is the best for you. I would bet you've tried so many of them. It's even ones that you were like, well, what I got to lose at this point. kind of are always going to have that feeling. Even though paganism and spirituality are very open, especially with, this is your path, you walk your path how you need to walk it. Sometimes not having that doctrine to follow bothers you. But if you had a doctrine to follow, you would hate it too. So this is always going to be like a really hard placement for you. That retrograde is always going to be a really hard placement for you. I feel like that's one that I needed to really, really talk about for a little bit of a length, because that's also in your 5th house, which is your inner child, which tells me that as a kid, you probably were pushed to do something or the other when it comes to your spiritual practices, beliefs, etc. And you tried to fight against that tooth and nail. Not so much, because of all those Leo placements, but because nothing has ever felt right to you. I don't know that you will ever find one thing that will completely feel right to you. So let me tell you this. One of the things that I have realized, and this is just Bodhi wisdom. One of the things that I have realized, and seeing this chart with these gorgeous ass triangles, and that Neptune being a part of it. Work can 100% be a spiritual practice. Not because of the type of work it is, but because when you are working and you have all of these crazy workaholic placements, when you are working and you get in that zone, that's where you meditate. That's where you feel like you are really just in flow with everything else. That's where you feel like your mojo, your jive, your vibe, all of those things are at their peak. And I think that I love the idea. It's kind of where you settle, spiritual but not defined. I have always loved the idea of meditation. Going and sitting up on top of this beautiful outcropping of rock over mountains and, whatever. I've always loved that, right? I grew up doing those kind of things, right? But I can't. And it's not just the ADHD. It's not just all of that. And looking at different placements, those of you guys that have a lot of intense workaholic placements, a lot of Leo placements, a lot of Capricorn placements, a lot of Virgo placements, or, Scorpio placements, a lot of placements in your 10th house, a lot of placements in your 2nd house, things like that. Those are intense workaholic placements. That is your spirituality. Sometimes the idea of work and pushing the world forward, even if you are the only one pushing it forward, sometimes that right there is its own spiritual practice. It is its own spiritual practice. Some people love. Some people are all about love. All they want to do is just love everybody. They, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like full on 1960s flower child hippie love, right? That's what they do. And that's how they have their spiritual experiences. And that's how they push the world forward. Some of the most amazing things that I've ever had realizations about were while I was deep in the middle of a hard-ass project. Deep in the middle of a hard-ass project. And I guarantee you're the same way. Guarantee you're the same way. I do want to talk just a little bit about your Saturn placement. Notice that it's also tied into your Uranus. There in your 4th house. You have a need to rebel against family, against tradition, against rules, against those things. But that Saturn placement also doesn't like to let you do that at all. Doesn't like to let you do that at all. Because that is a very intense placement. And it's in Virgo. It's a very, very intense placement. my advice is just to let things happen how they need to happen. I know that that's really hard with those two placements because that Uranus placement is also in Scorpio, and that's not a let's sit still and let things happen type of sign. But let things happen. When you're really stressed out about, well, I don't want to do this, I'm going to rebel against this, I'm going to do this, I don't want to follow that rule or whatever. Find some task that takes you 5 minutes to do, 5-10 minutes, but you have to like hardcore concentrate on that task for 5 or 10 minutes. And then come back to that feeling of rebellion and see if it's still there. You've already worked through how you're going to rebel, how you're going to do it, etc. If it's not there, then it wasn't something that was a huge deal to you. Because being a fire sign, having all three of your big three in your fire signs, you are always going to want to crash and burn through everything. So I'm just saying. Does that make sense? I do also find it interesting that this is very heavily placed down here, and you only have like, what, 3? That one, and then your midhaven, you only have like 3, and all the rest are down here. You are very, very in the world. You are very, very focused on family and friends and home and your space. That also tells me, I mean, even if I didn't know those were Leo placements, you are so territorial. You are so territorial. Do not come on my property. Do not touch my shit. Like, you are so territorial. I love it. Oh, and Capricorn governs your 6th house. There's no way you are not going to be a workaholic. Till the day you pass away. You're never going to sit down. You're never sitting down. Taurus and 10th house. Yeah, you're never sitting down. Virgo governs your 2nd house, which is your money house, your material girl house. Capricorn governs your 6th house, which is literally your work ethic house. In the Capricorn sign, in the workaholic of all workaholic sign. And then Taurus is all of your Taurus sits in your 10th house. There's no way you are not going to be a workaholic. There's no way. Not a single damn way. That's funny. Like, I think that's funny. I'm trying not to yawn. Don't watch. Don't watch. Oh, awesome, Alexis. I'm glad you got to watch it. Did I answer what you needed to know, Tiffany? I'm curious. Jacob is next on my reading list. But I am going to run a couple reports because I'm trying not to overdo it, you know? I'm trying not to overdo it tonight. That's why I'm on earlier. I am so glad that I trusted my gut and I scheduled things the way I scheduled things this week. Because I was like, why did I schedule a live on Tuesday that early? That's why. Good. I'm so glad. I'm glad, Tiffany. All right. Let's run the timeline report for Miss Tatiana. We'll see who wins the page count tonight. What is it for? PM. So I'm just going to put 8. And if you find out your birth time, No problem. Just let me know. And oh, thank you. Oh, some lady with blue hair. Yeah, if you guys are getting a timeline or a solar return chart, please make sure that you put in, like you have to when you do the little form thingy. But I definitely need to know where you're at, because it matters. Good. I'm glad. 38 pages. 38 pages for the Tatiana. So let me. Why is that right there? Let's get that over there. There we go. So for those of you guys that are just coming in and you missed this earlier, you can grab one of these. I'm just going to kind of scroll through hers really quick so you can see what these cover. I think these are wicked as fuck, and I will be running one for myself every year. Every year! But it gives you a breakdown of everything that is going to affect you deeply. And notice, like, when we ran one earlier for JoJo, it didn't have the February 11th one on there. It started with the 13th. But it'll give you for every month. So this right here is an overview of your entire year, right? These first couple of pages are an overview of your entire year. These are done for your birth chart. So yours is not going to be like somebody else. Even though, you know, we all know Mercury retrograde goes in on this day. We all know a full moon is this day, etc. It's not going to affect you the way it's going to affect other people. So it gives you this. Then it goes month by month of how each one of these things are going to affect you. And I absolutely love this. It'll even like give you dates. It'll give you the exact sign that it enters for you. So you know, like, I think these are cool as shit. I think these are cool as shit. For those of you guys that are very, very nerdy, you like to research, you like to know all the shit, but it goes through all of this. It gives you usually about 3 pages per month of like highlight. It'll give you the full month. Like, see, here's October monthly highlights, and then it'll give you, you know, all of October. And then at the end, I'm going to show you guys this again because I think these are cool as hell. But it'll tell you, you can look at the dates, right? Each month up here. And you can see here, this one is your Mars. It's really easy to look up what these little planetary placements mean. But it also will tell you right here, Mars in the 4th house, Mars in the 5th house. Like, but it'll tell you. So if you know that you're going to have like a performance review in October, and it's going to be sometime around the 15th, you can kind of go down and be like, oh, okay, well, Mars will be out of my moon at that time, so, or I'll be going into my moon at that time, so I might not maybe be a jerk. You know what I mean? Like, I might have to watch my mouth, or like, this can kind of give you an idea, like, oh, shit, Mars is also, like, right here with Jupiter, and do you see what I mean? This is a cheat sheet. That's basically what this is. These 2 pages are a cheat sheet for your entire year in a graph form. And here it'll give you like big aspects of them. Okay, moon in Cancer. Her moon will be in Cancer for almost the entire year. Okay? And then you can be like, oh, okay, well, you know, yeah. I love it. I think it's cool. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. It is the coolest cheat sheet. I think it's cool. But let me download this. Oh. Okay, I'm glad I checked because there are 2 R's in her name. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Christine. Actually, you better not be on. Today is Christine's birthday, so I just happened to think, I was like, she better not be on here. But make sure you guys wish Christine a happy birthday when you see her. So I think, wasn't somebody else's birthday earlier? Hopefully her honey pie is taking her out to dinner tonight. I love that you guys are loving these reports. I'm all about them, man. All right, Miss Mariah. Actually kind of hungry. What? What? I'm sorry. Y'all get to watch me do some eating. Maybe I'll gain a pound back. What happened? So we're doing a timeline for Miss Mariah as well. All 12 months. Why is that showing, you guys? I was like, wait a minute, y'all don't need to have her birthday sitting right there in front of your face. And then I saw that was not centered. Can't have that. That's so weird. I spelled it correctly, but it still didn't find. Okay. Right? I think that is gorgeous in the middle. All right, let's see if Mariah's is more. 37 pages. So she still has, Tatiana still has everybody beat. Tatiana is winning with the number of pages for the report. I think mine was 35. Mm-hmm. Happy food dance. I know that not eating for a few days made my tummy do that. Ooh. All right. So let's see here, because I just got reminded that there were a few from the other day that I didn't finish. So let me get on those. Shit. Is that it? What is going on? Why is my computer doing what it's doing? Why did it pull up one for 2023? Sir, I love you. I have not made you work a lot in the last few days. And I know that every single thing, technology-wise, that I have touched today has not been liking me. I'm going to ask for just a little favor. Just a little favor. Not it either. This has been all day. I have gotten so frustrated. That's today. If y'all weren't here at the start of this live, I specifically mentioned that technology, anything at all that has a computer chip, anything, has been fucking up the minute I touch it today. All of it. All of it. Yes, there will totally be more birth charts. I will probably be finishing most of these tomorrow during the day, just so you guys know. I can't even get it. That's where I'm at. Right there. Not it either. Okay. Okay. You know, we're just going to chat for a minute. We're just going to chat for a minute because this is making me irrationally angry. Like, my emotions are coming out. So, yeah. My emotions are coming out. It's so hard sometimes we're so dependent on technology. You know what I mean? Like, we're so dependent on technology. And when I tell you guys that so one of the things we talked about at the beginning of this live was that everybody said, I have had so many people message me today, like, today is weird. Today is weird. What's going on? Today is weird. And this has been my weird. This and seeing, like, my cat under my feet, and my cat is in the other part of the house or sacked completely out. Oh, y'all want to see what I woke up to this morning? Yeah, Mike, I was literally looking for the live stream for your chart. But y'all got to see what I woke up to this morning. I was outside letting my dogs out, right? And I see this. Okay, I see that. Did you notice anything? Did you notice anything? Did you notice anything? Of course it won't let me show you. Of course it won't let me show you. My whole window fell out. My whole window fell into my house. This is what I woke up to this morning. Like, I had my windows open yesterday because it was glorious here. So I was like, let's air out the house. Let's Lysol this bitch. And that's what I woke up to. My entire window was like that. How it didn't bust the blinds down, I don't know. And I can't even get the window back in. Like, it's in, right? It's in. But locking it does no good. So I had to move a big piece of furniture up against it. And I had to tell the landlord, like, hey, kind of a thing. I don't know how it hasn't fallen in with wind or anything, but it hasn't. So yeah, that freaked me the hell out this morning. It has been the weirdest fucking day. It's been the weirdest fucking day. It has absolutely been the weirdest fucking day. So yeah. So I think I'm going to get off here for the evening. It's 9 o'clock. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea for me to actually try to get some sleep since I couldn't sleep again until 4 a.m. And then I'll be on tomorrow. I think my live stream tomorrow is set for noon. I can't remember. It's set pretty early during the day. So we will, at least it waited till it wasn't freezing. At least it waited till it wasn't freezing. For those of you guys that have reports I'm going to send to you, I got you. I'll get it sent to you. And then for those of you guys that are on my list tonight, I will get you guys tomorrow. For those of you, the 4 of you from the 27th that I was just looking for your list, I will get you guys tomorrow as well. So that way y'all can watch it. But that is the most frustrating shit. That is the most frustrating shit. So yeah, I'm going to go take some NyQuil and go to sleep. I hope. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Oh yeah, if y'all are still waiting on